here on Tubonge.
This is Tubonge.
Welcome everybody to the Tubonge podcast. My name is TC Mr. Tricks, and thank you for joining us on another podcast episode. Today we have a very good guest, a very good friend of mine. We go back, way back, like Conros, 2002, if you remember. My guest here is a brother from another mother. He goes by the name of
Zaiki. Come on, fam.
Zaiki. Instagram?
On Instagram, it's Mosaic with 4 underscores, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, Mr. Mosaic, where do we start? Did you kutoka class?
Hey, class 1.
Yeah,
fam.
class 1. And since class 1, we've been best friends. And we've grown up. Our families have known each other
for time.
And Mr. Zaiki here, he can tell us what he's been up to, you know.
Yo, man, where can I start? First of all, let me thank Tubonge. Thank you for having me here, TC.
Thank you for joining the team.
TC, you know, trickster.
Yeah.
Ever since way back when. Kwanza, that's a story for another time.
We'll
talk about it a bit later. Anyway, man, I've been around, just doing life. I've got a couple of interests as I've been growing up through school and all that. My first interest was ball, actually.
Yeah, I know.
I used to play ball seriously, man. Then I don't know what happened. I fell off the wagon kidogo, but I'm finding my way back, you know.
How did it start? Like, was it leaguey?
In fact, let me tell you something funny. Ball started in an estate. Like, the first time I went to my cousin's place. So he has 2 big sisters. And these sisters, they had boys who were in uni.
Yeah. So
he used to come to the crib, to the esto, to play ball. So us as youngins, we used to just join them to play ball. So I was so whack, man. Napigwa machobo moja mbili. You get pissed, but next time you're coming back better. That was the aim. So I ended up going to Nairobi Uni to play ball. And I remember the first game I played, they were calling me a buffalo.
Why?
Because I was attacking the ball, bro, you know, like defender style. Yeah.
Pressing.
And from that day I knew I had to play ball. As a defender.
How old are you?
Hey, bro. I think I was standing 12. Bro.
This class 5 things.
Hey, bro, class 5. Yeah, class 5, 6.
But Makini, we didn't jump on. It's hard to remember.
Makini, we tried, but we didn't really jump ball at that time. You know, we were more of kiddo just playing my hide and seek, my king.
Brikicho,
King with socks, by the way. Used to make balls with socks.
So now when did the league story come?
League story is so funny because my bro is the one who told my dad that he wants to join league. I had no idea about league.
Yeah. So
my bro, he tells my dad during the weekend, yo, let's go to Ligi. Nasikia, they have a good academy there, and most of my friends have joined that club. So he went, accompanying him, you know? Tumefika, he's signing up my bro. He asks me, yo, do you also want to sign up for ball?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, why not?
Say
man?
less.
Why not?
Yeah.
Because I want to play ball. Yeah. Why not, fam?
Yeah.
And like that, I was put into a game for trials. I said, they asked me, where do you play? I'm like, defender.
League still over here?
Yeah, on Ngong Road. Ngong Road.
Okay.
I can't remember the coach's name was. He was called Coach Morris. I can never forget him, bro.
With your Milo shirts.
Milo, kwanza. Neptunes. By the way, shout out Neptunes.
Yeah. How many teams were you guys? I used to hear this story.
There was Neptunes. There was Mars. There was Saturn. And I think there was Jupiter.
Yeah. Jupiter and Neptune, you guys used to.
Loggerheads.
Yeah.
Even Suns. Suns are quite beef, actually.
Oh, there's even Suns.
Yeah, and Suns.
There's no Pluto.
Can't remember Pluto. Man, it's a while ago, bro.
Yeah.
And then there was planets.
So how long did you stay in Ligi?
I played in Ligi from the age of 12 to the age of 16. That was just Ligi. Did some trips here and there. We played Ligi. We had some dope coaches.
Foreign trips?
Foreign trips. We went to UK twice and we went to Denmark once. But I didn't go to Denmark with Ligi. So, as I'm saying, I was in Ligi from age of 12 to 16.
Yeah.
And then after age of 16, we joined another academy called Elite. In fact, we were the founders. As in, we were the first.
Actually, you're in the first elite team.
Exactly.
I remember that.
So our coaches at Ligi are the ones who were coaching us at the time, and we told them they need to open a club, and we'll come.
Also, now, like, what was the difference between? Because I used to know that story of like you guys from Ligi graduated to elite. So now, like, you guys now like the team A for Ligi.
We were the planets. Like the guys who joined Elite
Mm.
when our coaches formed that team.
Yeah.
At the time, we were the main team
Yeah.
for Ligi. Like we're the ones who are the ones, you know. Like so, we all went. Like we all joined Elite, and that's because we loved the coaches who were there.
Yeah.
And we just joined and we went on. Went
Yeah.
for 2 more trips to Denmark,
Yeah.
and then now I went to uni.
So what happened to the elite, man? Like, yeah, Elite was like, wait, were you guys in high school?
We were in
When
high school.
we joined Elite?
We were in high school. I was in year 11.
Because we used to play with you guys on Sundays.
Yeah.
But yeah, what happened? Never materialized. Like, what happened to Elite? You guys went, or the coaches did. There's no leadership. Like, what happened to Elite?
Elite is
What
still,
was the goal,
Elite
you know?
is still there.
Still
But-
in Karen.
Yeah, it's still in Karen, by the way. But
What are they up
what
to?
can
Do
I
you know
say?
they're up to today?
I have not even reached out. I don't even talk to my coaches, sadly enough. Because niliumia bana. You know when you pay for all these trips, bro,
Yeah.
and you're fed sweet nothings, that's what we call them, sweet
Yeah.
nothings.
Yeah.
Utascoutiwa,
Yeah.
there's not be enough guys there, you'll have a chance.
Tenda similar nini
Bro, kumbe ni tenda ya kuchukua tu pesa kutoka wasee.
na wazazi.
So they lie to you, they ingiza you box, they take you there, no scouting, no nothing.
And you guys were actually good. Like, your brother made it to, like, you know, playing for Kenya.
Yeah, bro, trust.
And like all of you had that potential. All of you.
All of us, yeah.
Like all of you that I knew were really. And what do you think was your biggest take there that could have been done better?
I would say it's organization from a young age.
No, even like with the leadership. Do you think those your coaches and like managers knew what they were doing, or they're just giving it a
Like
tryout?
they knew what they were
But
doing.
they organized.
They weren't as organized as you think. Like, for instance, if we are really good players, coaches are really good, there's still the aspect of they have to survive, they have to make money. So would a coach stake his whole life on just trying to make a few players make it, or will he try and get food the next day for his own family? So that's when it comes down to there's a bit of there's a gap.
Yeah.
Like there's no structure, and that's where the issue comes in. But that we'll talk about that like deeply
On another
podcast.
segment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you guys can keep tuned.
So
Just keep up
we
to
can
date.
move on, man.
Yeah, definitely.
So now you're into tech. And
Now I'm into tech.
yeah, like tech is right now like where we are today.
Trust.
2023.
Yeah.
What do you see? Like, I'll just dive into this. And by the way, our friend here Zaiki is a full stack developer, right?
Yeah, got that right. Yes, sir.
So if you want that, you know, website, you want that app, you want that idea,
Nivutie kwa waya.
you know, mosaic, Instagram, kumbuka jina.
Yeah,
But
trust.
like, I wanted to dive into this talk about AI
Uh-huh.
and where we are today. Google has just released Bard.
Uh-huh.
You've checked it out.
Yeah.
Have you tried to ask it any questions, prompt any?
Well, first of all, personally, I have some reservations about AI.
Okay, let's hear them.
The first one is that this thing is so much bigger than we think.
In what
Like
way?
I was reading somewhere about how AI is actually learning at such an exponential rate, and people don't fathom, like wase washikanishi, how this thing is going to take over so many things. Like we're not ready, even ethically.
And
Because-
do you think that's why leaders in the game like Musk are saying we should be careful? Like,
Definitely.
this is going to be even worse. than
Definitely.
World War or like.
Because if you obviously you know this, but AI has no feelings, man.
Yeah.
You know what makes us human? They don't have that, bro.
They can't feel exactly.
They don't have that.
Yeah.
So what's going to dictate how they're going to, let's say you've done something wrong. This is way in the future. This is way in the future.
Yeah.
Like okay, not even too far ahead. Like recently I read somewhere that in New York they've already rolled out Robocops. Like there's a Robodog.
Okay, is that like legit? Did you verify that source and see an actual Robocop?
Like I didn't dig too deep into it, but whoever was talking was actually one of the representatives of the police in New York. Like it was a clip of her talking about these things, and they had the robots right there, and they're giving examples like this is gonna be doing the GPS locations of whatever.
Yeah.
The dog is going to be obviously there. You know what I mean? So there's that idea of
Okay, there's sentinels right now. You look at like Boston Dynamics.
yeah.
There are so many sentinels being used right now, even like to grow trees. There's a lot of robots
Def.
And there's that robotic, we've always had
Aspect.
robots and even AI. See, the first time, to be honest, I had AI was in a movie,
Imagine.
Oceans, I think 13,
And people
or
thought it was
Oceans
crazy,
12, and George Clooney was just saying this artificial intelligence. Then I'm looking at the date of this movie, and this is 2007.
So they had a plan, bro.
So can you imagine if we were in the dark in 2007? What was the technology in 2007? Facebook.
Bro. Facebook
What
and
do
the
they
other, what
know
is it
now?
called? High-Fi. What is it called? High-Fi? What is it called?
Oh yeah. I know. Yeah, it'll come. I know what you're saying. There was
Yeah.
another MySpace.
MySpace.
I never had MySpace. That was
Yeah,
for
neither do I.
Americans.
That's-
It was too
that's for
American for me.
Asians, bro.
But yeah, with the tech, and you've now said you have reservations.
Yeah.
Being someone in tech,
Yeah.
and also may have interest in tech, I view it as a tool.
Uh-huh.
Like a tool to help me. It's like a database.
Definitely. There's
Yeah.
good and bad, definitely.
I don't even I'm even like I've scratched the surface. I'm on like 1%, 2%.
Yeah.
Where for you does it fit in with what you do? Like, do you see it? Like, people are giving it code. It's official code to debug code.
Definitely.
Do you use it in that aspect?
I have.
For you, as someone who's in this space, you still want to. Is there anything that's competing with you guys in terms of designing code? Am there's still the creative element of human beings?
There's a creative element. Like as you're saying, it should be used as a tool.
Yeah.
But the potential for it to be used as a tool
Weapon.
for negative things is so high.
Okay, like right now, we can talk about some, like, you've seen deepfakes.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, all these musicians who are being brought back to life to do all these remixes and
holograms
yeah,
and
exactly,
stuff.
exactly.
And, yeah. It's now moved from holograms to
Yeah, like you've got Drake who was made an AI made a song of Drake singing Angela. You know Angela
by Boutros.
You like freaking yeah, that one. There's a whole Drake thing, bro. Drake is singing that thing, bro.
That one has now done a deepfake of Drake,
Imagine
but using Drake's voice,
using Drake's voice,
singing the lyrics.
that song.
Okay,
bro.
You see, it looks fun now and harmless,
but
yeah, we never
copyrights.
know. Anyway, yesterday you told me something really interesting, yeah. And now I think we'll just make that switch.
Okay.
From AI, because the AI thing is actually a rabbit hole now.
Yeah,
And there's not much
It's a
actually
deep
we
rabbit
know.
hole.
But like you said, it's a tool.
Yeah, it's
for
a tool.
us right
It's a
now.
tool.
Yesterday you said something about Africans and spirituality and Bibles.
Yeah.
Why didn't you to say that?
So this is gonna be so
It's probably-
controversial.
I
Yeah.
know, but it's an Instagram post.
Yeah, it's-
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's an Instagram post I saw.
Yeah.
And the post was talking about how, let's talk about Africans hate colonization. Like they don't like colonization at all. They will talk it down, they'll be against it. But the one thing that colonization brought that Africans have really embraced is religion. That is crazy. Let's think about that for a second.
I did.
Like everything colonization is bad apart from religion. And I keep asking myself, like, why is it such a deep convo when you even try bring up a convo like this with someone from a different gen, a gen ahead of you? Like, in my opinion, they've been so indoctrinated to think outside the box. Like they think it's just it's a taboo.
To think outside the box.
Yeah.
So they've been indoctrinated not to think
Out the box. Yeah.
It's
in
follow
terms of
a
religion,
script.
In terms of religion.
Follow
Everything else they
rituals.
think out the box.
But this is
But religion,
take it to the heart straight.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I wonder, like, where does it stem from, bro? Like, where does someone come and tell you, like, yeah, this is a story that happened like 10,000 years ago, bro?
1500 even.
And that's someone's account.
It's actually a 1500-year-old story.
Yeah, this is an example. You know what I
Just
mean?
an example using the Bible.
Yeah. So as in, sometimes it comes to the point where you have to question so many things, and you don't always get the best reactions from people, which is kind of a destructive topic. There's never going to be that constructive talk about this thing, because it gets to a point guys get offended.
Okay, because now builds on now this thing about whether you believe in spirituality.
100%.
Okay, so now the question that I'd ask that will prompt now our discussion on that, our opinions. And by the way, people watching this, every statement we make here is highly opinionated.
Yep.
Your discretion is highly advised.
Yep. We
Don't
controversial.
don't use this information to go preach a dark message or start a cult, because you can see what's going on in the country right now.
Exactly.
It's a script I showed you that they've copied from someone. Remember?
Yeah.
And actually, that someone copied from. There have been whatever false
Just been
pictures and everything.
copy,
But my
paste.
question is, you personally, Zamir,
Yeah.
you said you're spiritual.
Yeah.
What does try explain in your own English, your own way, what spirituality means to you? Use your they normally tell you exactly. Use your own words. 5 marks.
Spirituality. I feel in my own English that spirituality is the state of purity in oneself. Like, spirituality is being able to know this is good and bad without having been taught about it.
From your conscious.
From your conscious, exactly.
Yes.
Like, I'll give an example of babies.
Yeah.
When babies are born, they are born knowing, bruh. Like, a baby is born with like 400 traits plus. I don't know if people are aware of this, but we are always taught that.
Oh, but there, guys, our friend here doubles down in genetics.
Yeah, and
I just have to put it
biochemistry.
there in biochemistry. Kijana msomi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Story for another day.
Story for another day. Yeah,
but continue.
So so babies, people are not aware of this because we have already been taught over time that babies are born not knowing anything, and that they come onto earth to learn as they go.
Yeah.
Characteristics, traits, all those things. What we have been told or what we are under the opinion is that they are born empty, like, with no knowledge.
Yeah.
Like they're born clean slate. Like, then they're coming to soak in things.
That doesn't even sit right with me already.
You feel me?
We already told we come with like 23 chromosomes from mom.
Exactly.
23 chromosomes from
we're
daddy.
already inheriting
46.
something.
Because hereditary things.
But it's different because spirituality, you can't inherit spirituality.
So tell me, we can't.
Okay, that's my opinion. Because everyone is born with their own. It's like you're being born with your own soul, fam.
Yeah, because if you tell me what spirituality is, it's my experience since I was born.
Yeah, but that's in terms of not even physical. Spirituality is not about physicality. It's deeper than that.
It's what you can't see.
It's what you can't see, bro.
It's
what you can't explain.
can
Sometimes,
you
like when you're
translate
standing
it?
somewhere
Yeah.
and you just want to help someone.
Yeah.
That's you being connected spiritually. Like, everything is spiritually connected in this universe.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
And atheists have every right to be who they are.
Yeah. That's just part
to
of
know
life.
to not believe that it's just all about.
Yeah,
vibes.
but they know.
Yeah.
They know as atheists.
Yeah.
I'm sure they do know. How did they come about here?
Yeah.
I'm sure when they're alone in their rooms
Okay.
and they think about their origins,
Yeah.
like, what do they tell themselves
Yeah.
if they don't believe in God?
Okay. With now the spiritual thing.
Uh-huh.
So now, do you believe in spiritual health?
Definitely.
And what's that for you?
This is actually
Meditation.
meditation through what you ingest. Because for you to attain a certain level of enlightenment, if I may say, or meditation, you have to have been eating the right foods to actually make your body a perfect environment to be able to soak in all these waves that are around us. You know what I mean?
So your lifestyle, is it, when you say consume, are we consuming like what mentally from what we watch and even physically what we're eating?
Physically what you're eating as well.
So spiritual health has a lot to do with mental health.
Yeah.
And physical health.
Exactly. Because, for instance, I'm sure you guys have heard about Dr. Sebi. I'm a big advocate for Dr. Sebi. And his belief is the body is meant to be in an alkaline state.
Book explain kidogo biochemistry.
So something alkaline is something that's not acidic. So we've got a scale of... So for guys who don't know chemistry, we've got a pH scale that goes from 1 to 12. Right?
Yeah.
And from a pH of 1 to 6.9 is something that's acidic. Something that can
I remember
corrode,
that.
you know?
Yeah.
Then from a pH of 7, from 7.1
Yeah.
to onwards,
Exactly.
it's actually to 14.
Yeah.
Excuse my French. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, from 7.1 to 14, it's all basic.
Yeah.
So the perfect state of the body, perfect pH for the body should be 7.1. An alkaline state, neutral state. The foods we take in right now are causing so much imbalance in pH in our bodies.
Yeah. Foods like?
Foods like, for instance, you'll be shocked, garlic. Garlic is acidic. Yeah.
The way garlic is like medicine, medicine.
So, guys, forget our history, man.
But where's this history? This history was like, it's his story. It was stolen from
it was
us.
his story for sure. But we still have bits and pieces that we can reclaim for ourselves if we really decide to look.
Yeah, have you watched Game Changers?
I haven't, actually. What's that about?
So Game Changers now is a documentary on Netflix that I watched, and it advocates for plant-based
Food.
diet for athletes.
Why is that?
So many of the guys who've been trying out with plant-based experimenting, because it's a science. You have to experiment and then record the results. So it's all about that. And the advocates is people like Lewis Hamilton and Schwarzenegger, famous athletes who've all gone plant-based, and talking about how strength, vitality, concentration, better sleep, better sexual health is all. And so they test it with like 3 young athletes. So they're given animal products, like they're normal, eat your normal sandwiches, chicken mayo, beef burgers, steaks. And it goes deep to measuring even like the erections and stuff. And they do it on the same side of plant-based. And
let me tell you something, bro.
It's like, you see, I tried it for 2 months, and I can talk about the vitality. I can actually say, yeah, man, like just waking up with max energy that you've never felt, concentration span better, thinking processes better. My work involves a lot of sometimes procedural maths, and I normally like load a bit.
I feel you.
But when I went I only went vegan for 2 months. it was hard.
And you felt great.
Here.
In
For
the mind,
me, the mind and even the body.
Have you ever heard this phrase that eating meat makes you angry?
No, but
it's a bit deep.
No, I've never had it. Like,
you never heard the phrase of eating meat makes you angry?
No. Me only know the one for a hungry man. An hungry man.
Nah. So now let me tell you something, bro. Yeah. So there's this thing. So it also ties to spirituality as well, yeah. Like an animal. When an animal knows it's dying, it has feelings, if I may say. I don't know if you guys believe in animals having feelings, I know they have feelings. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if you're chinjang a mbuzi here and it's mbuzi friend,
we see. They cry.
Yes. So if that mbuzi friend is seeing its other mbuzi brother being slaughtered, what's this mbuzi's feelings going through? You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's in a state of fear, anger. And then you chop that mbuzi.
And then you eat it. So you've cooled its feelings.
No, but that's like energy. Energy is transferable. Energy is never destroyed, by the way. That's a
yeah, I'm with you. That not everyone believes that, but yes, there's, I think,
no like energy. Yeah,
Tesla or someone said their energy is
bro.
Einstein.
Not Einstein. This guy for the laws.
Newton,
yes.
Okay. Yeah, but it's true. I mean,
laws of physics.
Makes sense. Someone told me about that.
It's only transferred. Energy is only transferred.
Think about it, even like a turkey. If you want to slaughter it and eat it can poison its meat. So you have to induce it into like a relaxed state or like give it food or lie to it. Yeah.
That's why you get the halal part of nyama. Because halal part of nyama is when it's being slaughtered, it has been prayed for. Like it has been cleansed. That's what halal is. That's why there always has to be an imam who comes to slaughter it. It can't just be slaughtered by anyone.
But they still die in fear.
Huh?
Like these are the
but they've been prayed for.
Okay.
Like me, I've seen some crazy.
But that's something we can dive in deeper.
Yeah. Like try and eat foods that the effect on your body, fam.
But our guest today, Jakula, is on something called intermittent
fasting. Unaanza kula 11.
Yeah, so come on, if you want to know what that is, just Google, go Healthline, YouTube,
Yeah, trust.
Then maybe next time we can catch up.
Yeah, definitely.
Go deeper on like all these aspects we've introduced today.
So this is like a touch.
And if you like this video, please do subscribe to the channel.
Yo.
Support the team.
Hala Tubonge. Come on, man.